I'm gonna cut this off. Kind of tired of hassling with this already. All right, today we're working on a Land Cruiser again. We have this hinge on the tailgate, which is just broken. There's the other one. So that metal dowel is just broken in there. So first step, get it out. This top piece isn't wanting to come out. It's jammed in there somehow. I'll work on getting the bottom piece out next. Turns out it's a hassle getting to those bolts from underneath because my bumper's in the way. Then it turns out I was just going to pull the tailgate, but it turns out these Phillips screws holding on the hinges are a hassle also. So whatever, figuring it out. All right, so it turns out those screws in the tailgate were no match for some vice grips. Ate them up a little bit, but no big deal. Now the tailgate's just held on by this wire, but no big deal. It's out of the way. I can work on what I'm working on. All right, so it turns out there's a bolt that's welded onto here that I think you're supposed to unscrew the whole piece, but my bumper's in the way, and I'm not going to remove the bumper just to get that off. So I think I'm going to grind this off to get this off, and then I can weld a piece onto the stud that's left to get that out. And then when I put it back, I'll just put a bolt in there. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. All right, new plan, because my grinder isn't long enough to reach all the way in there. I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna cut it off and then unscrew the backing plate. I'll weld this back on. I know what angle it's gonna be because I used a little CAD here. That's the angle to put it back where it needs to be. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut it off. Kind of tired of hassling with this already. Here we go. Okay, so you Land Cruiser guys are probably laughing at me because turns out there was a nut on the other side of it. So whatever, no big deal, I can replace it. But now I know. And for the record, it's because I had to pop out this little access panel that I didn't think to do before, but once you pop this out, you can access that. This is on the other side in there. Anyways, now I know. Good as new. I'll grind that down, make it a little prettier. All because I'm a dummy. All right, so now back to the original thing. I don't know how we're gonna get these out, if we're gonna get them out. Probably just gonna have to drill them out. But I guess first I can try to tap it out a little bit, see what happens. So I'm having a heck of a time getting the little dowels out of these things. So I ain't playing around no more. I just cut a slit in it and hopefully that'll let me pop it out. I broke a bit in there trying to get to drill through it. But whatever. If I destroy these things, I'll just try to find some new ones online. But we'll see if I can make it work. All right, this thing was kicking my butt, but the grinder is pretty much undefeated. So this is where I'm at. We'll see what happens. As I said before, grinder is undefeated. Whatever, chopped it all up. See if I can make it work. You know what they say, the grinder and paint will make me the welder I ain't. Once I paint this, I'll just drill these out, get them square with each other, brand new hole, go from there. Next is this guy. I get everything back together and ready to be drilled, but I gotta order a pin set of some sort. I can't find something to make it work, so I gotta order something. So this is what I ended up with after ordering some kits online. I think I'm gonna use 2 of these and 1 of these little bushings here. The bushing will go in the middle piece. It happens to be the right length all the way across. And then I'm just gonna cut these, 2 of them, 1 will go on each side. And it's gonna fit tight in here on this side so it won't come out. And just in the middle, it'll be right in that bushing. Or allow it to spin rather. So then once I do that, it should work. I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, step 1 is done. I got one of these bushings like this in here, which will allow it to spin freely in there. So now I need to get these drilled out so that I can basically press this end going either way into it. So let's see about that. So this is the idea. I cut 2 of these pins and I'm going to hammer it into this side, hammer it into that side. I'll cut off the head, put a little notch in it or something, maybe put a little weld. But anyways, these will be secure in there and this will spin. So let's see what happens. I think we've done it, guys. We've got a working hinge. So now I just need to cut off the tips here. And that's it. And there you have it, guys. Finished hinge. It's got the plastic liner in there, so hopefully it won't rust out again. Got these hammered in there pretty good. I got a bolt back on there because I was a dummy and cut it off. So I'm gonna throw a little more paint on it and then get it back in there. All right, so there's the finished product. It's back in there, working just fine. There you go, all done.